the St. James Complex in Springfield, Virginia. And you're watching the Geico ESPN High School Basketball Showcase, presented by the United States Marine Corps. We wrap up the day with #1 versus #9 in high school basketball, Montverde Academy from just outside Orlando and Wasatch Academy from Mount Pleasant, Utah. And welcome inside, Ted Emmerich along with ESPN's National Director of Recruiting, Paul Biancardi, masked up, ready to go. And I know you don't need to hear this, Paul, but let's keep our energy up. We're about to see the best high school team in America.
Quick fist bump, let's go.
Let's do it.
We got it.
All right. What has impressed you the most about Montverde here over the last few days?
Their defense. They have 8 ranked players, but they don't just play on the offensive end. Kevin Boyle gets his team to compete and defend against everyone. That's been the difference in them being undefeated this season against a strong schedule.
Yeah, they've run the gauntlet here at the St. James NIBC Invitational, and they have one of the best shooters in the high school game in Caleb Houston.
Oh, this guy is pure from the outside. Great balance. Wonderful shot preparation. 6'8" with size. Catches the ball, he's ready to shoot it. He's got terrific range and accuracy. Reclassified up to 2021. He's headed to Michigan to play for Juwan Howard next season.
And for Wasatch Academy, they counter with Nolan Hickman, top 30 player in the senior class. He's headed to Kentucky.
I know he's a year away from wearing the uniform at Kentucky, but this guy is creative, he's crafty. He leads the St. James in 3 points made at 3 field goals a game, plays the point guard position, paint toucher, drive game, does it all from the backcourt position.
Wasatch in the gray, Montverde in the purple. Final of 4 games today here on ESPNU at the St. James. This would have been the #1 and #2 seeds at the Geico Nationals last year had the event been held. Of course, canceled with the pandemic. Montverde, of course, the signature program in high school basketball over the last decade. Tariq Whitehead misses from the outside. Houston with the steal for Montverde, 22 in the purple. Whitehead going reverse side with the flip for the first bucket.
And Tariq Whitehead has that burst. You see it in the open floor, a little bit of space. He's got great vertical bounce. He's got quickness to the rim.
Whitehead, one of 6 ESPN ranked players, beg your pardon, 8 ESPN ranked players that Montverde features. As we check the starting lineups brought to you by the United States Marine Corps. We mentioned Nolan Hickman as Jalen Durant comes up with the steal. Houston with the transition bucket for Montverde.
Montverde with a huge win last night against IMG. They had an 8:30 practice this morning, shoot around, breakfast, then film. They've come out of this one ready to go.
Wasatch finally on the board. Fousseyni Traore, the big man who has signed with BYU.
Get his drive game going and limit his turnovers.
And that's the deal against Montverde. Can you just hang around for a little bit? Duren missed it, got it back, and slammed it home.
Jalen Duren at any time. One of the best outside shooters in the high school game with Caleb Houston. They have all the pieces. And Kevin Boyle makes his guys defend, holds them accountable. If not,
he's an intimidator down low. Best rim protector, Kevin Boyle says he's had at Montverde. Oh, and now the nice feed to Love. Duren with the pass.
Louisville and Baylor tonight.
Okay.
Both winning.
Mark that down. Nemhart slicing in. Oh, rejected by Keba Keita, a junior from Mali, West Africa. And Keita finishes at the other end, the block and the layup.
Keita, outstanding energy. Maybe somebody who can physically match up with Jalen Duren. Great block, beautiful run and finish.
Justice Williams misses the 3 for Montverde. Offensive rebound, Duren. Malik Renault rejected by Keita. Again, that's the same guardian as Sissoko, Mike Clayton. Brennan Rigsby, he is instant offense off the bench for Wasatch.
You're gonna have to make jump shots eventually against Montverde. They're too good defensively. You gotta stretch them out with the jumper and find some space to drive it.
Nemhard, the extra pass. Williams converts the junior class. Gale the flip, out to Hickman. Finally, one goes down.
Change this year. And so I think that, to Paul's point, he's going to keep getting more skilled and keep going with the motor, but the motor's still got another level altogether. It's gone up a notch. I'd say it's at like a 7 or an 8 right now. If he can get it to a 9 or a 10 and simultaneously work, we've seen the passing touch today, work to extend his face-up game, this is a guy who's just going to keep escalating, not just the rankings, but his total game.
Casey Jones knocks down the 3. Wasatch has the lead.
Casey Jones has been really impressive here at the St. James. Works hard under the basket for rebounds and second chance opportunities. Can make a jump shot. Works on the defensive end. I really like his game.
Dynamic when these guys transfer into a place like Montverde or IMG. They go from being the man their entire career to being one of not just 2 or 3, but 8 or 9.
Renault, another example of that. Another ranked junior, 50th in the country. What impresses you the most, Adam, about Montverde from what you've seen as Nolan Hickman cans the 3?
And I know Kentucky fans would like to see that.
I've been impressed by his floor vision today, too. You know, with the spacing that these guys play with because of the amount of shooters they have.
And craftiness, the ability to, get an advantage with your mind.
That innate feel for the game, I would totally agree that he has that.
Houston catch and shoot a 3, bullseye in transition.
They kind of take their foot off the gas, and Caleb Houston got more serious about the game.
Pop Isaacs sticks the 3. Wasatch on top.
And Pop Isaacs has been draining 3s here at the St. James. The other night he hit 4 of them.
They call him Pop. He got that nickname when he was a toddler. He would dribble in the kitchen nonstop. Pop, 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 the sound of the ball.
Oh, great
Whitehead,
pass.
a cutting Nemhard. Nice find by Whitehead.
Defense, plays hard, good looking prospect.
Here's Whitehead. Love rising. Give it to him. A 3 for Langston Love.
I'm telling you, he can shoot the ball from the outside. There's just so many talented players at Montverde. He doesn't get a lot of shot opportunities, but he doesn't care about that. He just wants to win and be part of a championship team. But Langston Love can stroke it from the outside.
Gale thought about the step back, deflected, taken in by Traore, who has given Wasatch a presence in the middle here in the first half. Final 10 seconds. Here's Houston, off the screen from Duren, rolling to the bucket for the slam. Perfect execution at the end of the half.
Montverde, you can get intimidated quickly, not just physically, but mentally. Now, they have 8 ranked players, and those guys are ranked for a reason. And Ryan Nemhard is a 4-star player who can just take over a game.
Turn around, Duren, soft touch, the score.
Nice defense by Wasatch, switching outside.
Right back to Duren, finds a cutting Whitehead for 2. Again, the passing skills.
That is just incredible.
Hickman, rejected by Duren. He can do that too.
How can you bring that into me like that? You know I'm gonna reject it.
Duren's first block of the night.
Here comes another one.
Oh, just snatched it out of the air. Ahead to Nemhard, around Isaacs for 2. Duren is at the heart of this run for Montverde to begin the second half. It's a 13-point lead.
Now, I don't know if this is a block, a catch, or a steal. He just grabs that midair, and he gets rid of it quick. Nemhard knows right where to go.
And only Amani Bates from Michigan.
And there's been some rumblings that possibly looking to reclassify up, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Brennan Rigsby sticks the 3 for Wasatch. Why is that? Why don't you think it'll happen?
I think he's comfortable with his development right now, and I don't think he wants to rush the process. Physically, yes, he can reclassify, go to college right away, and probably emotionally and socially, but he seems happy, and he's made great progress.
Well, the scoop in traffic meetings last year. Jayhawks and Bears, road team winning both times. I was fortunate enough to be in Waco last February to do the game on ESPN radio with Bobby V. I miss crowds, I'll just be honest. Game day was there, it was electric at the Farrell Center. Renault electric at the rim.
Jared Butler playing at such a high level for Baylor. He'll go against Marcus Garrett. What a matchup that's going to be.
Davion Mitchell, Adam Flagler from Presbyterian now. Traore with the layup inside for Wasatch. As Fran Fraschilla likes to say, Paul, more guards than Fort Knox at Baylor.
Great pass by Isaacs.
Shot clock is dark, final 10 seconds. Montverde can take the final shot of the quarter. Nemhard, the floater. Oh, it's a lob to Duren for the jam. #1 team in high school basketball.
Wasatch needs to try to find some scoring opportunities. They can't penetrate the man-to-man defense of Montverde.
Fousseyni Traore has been Wasatch's leading scorer with 10. Missed it. Offensive rebound. And Traore goes reverse side for 2 more.
Just read the open man. What a beautiful dime.
Williams knocks down the 3 for Montverde. So many weapons for the Eagles.
Everywhere you look, there's a scoring opportunity by a Montverde player.
Traore backing down Duren. And Traore gets it to fall. That's tough to do against Duren.
Traore with a beautiful, strong move. That showed me a lot. When you can bang with that big boy, get your shot off and score it. Headed to BYU.
Traore with 14 points and 5 boards. Nemhard puts it in.
Talking about Duke, how about the improvement of Matthew Hurt?
Yes.
Big fella from Minnesota has really exploded sophomore year.
Speaking of exploding at the rim, Jalen Duren.
Fantastic as well, but Kennedy Chandler for me had the best day of any prospect.
26 points, 20 in the second half. Brennan Rigsby off the curl. Catch and shoot 3. Rigsby has been a weapon from the outside. 3 threes now.
Tell you who else was impressive was Vince the Prince.
Yes, with La Lumiere.
A 7-footer, one of the top bigs in the junior class. He has a promising future in the game. Defensive-minded right now, but the offense will come in time.
Double-double with 13 points, 12 rebounds. Vincent Iwuchukwu. Gale, that rolls in.
Does a lot of things well, has a craftiness about him, good open shooter, smart player.
Nemhard blocked by Gale. Here's Hickman in the open floor now. Nice job hanging and
play.
Hickman with 12 points today. The perimeter shot wasn't falling though. 2 of 7 from 3. Duren, the turnaround again.
Positional size. But you know, greatness leaves no doubt. My friend told me that Jeff Snyder, who runs Big Shots, who was a great player at Virginia Tech. Okay. And Montverde, they leave no doubt in every single game.
Wasatch off the steal. Hickman, pull up 3. Rigsby flies in.
And Kevin Boyle still barking defensive assignments.
To the very end. Would you expect anything less?
He's probably mad about that layup.
Yeah, his team's going to hear about that. Nolan Hickman with 14. Not nearly enough against Montverde. The #1 team in the country remains undefeated. A double-double from Jalen Duren, the #2 junior in the country. And Montverde wins it 70-59. We'll have more coming up After the break, as we wrap things up from Springfield.